All right, guys, welcome to another schools update as well as Clash with the Titans update. So, we actually this week have some South African schools results, as you can see. You got the Independent Schools Festival going on at the moment. Now, I'm not going to count these towards the top 10 because, from what I've been told, a lot of these games are actually bar stayers. But apparently, a lot of them are tricks on playing. But anyway, let's get into the results. So, Kingswood, the home team, great, nice win over Michael last day, 20 points to 19. St. Charles beating St. David's, 10 points to 7. South Coast Barbarians beating St Andrews Blooms 34-7. Then St Andrews and Hilton playing for a 21-21 draw. Nice result there for Hilton. Clifton beating Kersney 17-12. I'm not sure how many times that's happened in the past. I don't think that many. Then St Andrews beat St David's 25-18. Clifton beating St Andrews Bloom 52-12. Kings are doing the double over Kersney this year, 14 points to 7. Michaelos thrashing the South Coast Barbarians 41-24, and Hilton having a tight win over St. Charles 17 points to 13. So let's move on straight away now to the New Zealand results. We've got some big results here. So we'll start off with the Auckland competition, round 8. St. Kitts beating Tangaroa 46-15. St. Kitts seem to be coming into their own now at this stage of the season. De La Salle beating Carlston, big win there for De La Salle, 19 points to 17. Sacred Heart thumping Liston 58-0. Could there be a dark horse this season? They're looking quite interesting, to be honest with you. Maybe they can be the St. Peters of last year, who knows. Then Mags beating Aurora 22-14. And look at that, guys. Kings absolutely thumping St. Peters, 50 points to 3. Great win there for Kings. And Auckland and Grammar beating Dilworth 41 points to 0. So in terms of your top 4, Kings move up one place to first. Auckland Grammar move up one place to second. Sacred Heart to third, a new entry. And Carlston down by 3 to 4th place. So very, very interesting results there. And you can see just how tight the Auckland competition is. And then we move on to the UC Championship, round 9. Nelson having a comfortable win over Shirley, 45-14. Timaru beating Mid-Canterbury combined, the whipping boys of the UC Championship, 67-12. St. Bede's beating Iraqi, 28-0. Christchurch boys, nice win over Marlborough there, 50 points to 24. St. Andrews beating Lincoln combined, 49-19, and St. Thomas beating Rangiora 36-31. Christ versus Nelson to be determined at the time of this presentation. Top 4, St. Andrews stay in first place very comfortably. St. Bede's move up by 1, go down by 1 to third, replaced in second by Nelson, up by 1. And Christchurch boys, your 4th place team, a new entry. Then the Central North Island, round 6, Wanganui beating St. Paul's 26-19, great win there for Wanganui. Lindisfarne beating St. Peter's Cambridge, tight game, 29-14. Even a tighter game, Fielding beating Wesley 13-12. Francis Douglas Memorial beating St. John's Hastings 66-22. And then St. John's Hamilton beating Rathkill 25 points to 7. Your top 4, Wanganui stay in first place. Francis Douglas Memorial up by 1 place to second. St. Paul's down 1 in third. And 4th place, we have Wesley unchanged from last week. Then the Super 8, where there was a very interesting result in round 4, which we'll get to. But starting off, Palmerston North beating Tauranga 43-29. And then look at that, guys. Hastings beating Rotorua 39-21. Very, very big win there for Hastings. Rotorua definitely looked like the favourites after their win over Hamilton Boys. So very, very good result for Hastings there. Then Hamilton Boys having a very narrow 1-point win over Napier Boys, 29-28. Are Hamilton losing form, or Napier Boys showing like they did last year that they can come back in the latter stage of the season? We'll see. And then New Plymouth beating Gisborne 27-6. So your top 4 in the Super 8, Hamilton Boys up by 1. First place. Second place, Hastings up by 2. Rotorua down in third, down by 2 places. And then Palmerston North, your new entry at 4th place. Then the Wellington Premier, St. Pat's Silverstream beating Kapiti 106-3. Not a result you see every day. Scots beating Hutt International 80 points to 7. Why are Hutt playing in this league, or Kapiti? I don't know. Wellington beating Aotea 29-24. And then Rangatahi beating St. Bernard's 53-10. Your top 4, St. Pat's Silverstream up by 3 in first. Scots, Rangatahi second and third stay in the same position. Then St. Pat's Town down by 3 in 4th. And then in Australia, no news for you guys. AGPES, no results. The CAS, no results. So Again, just as a reminder, I will be covering the GPS, and that starts in the 20th of July, in case anyone's wondering to know. I'm just going to include this every week until the competition actually begins. And then we have the Clash of the Titans results. So, the first one was Martin Castro Giovanni against Arlo Brown. The Italian strongman against the Kiwi strongman. Went to Castro Giovanni, 53% to 47%. Now, again, guys, this is completely up to you guys. I don't choose the winner. For me, I would have had Arlo Brown every day of the week. To me, he's one of the best props of all time. But you guys chose Castro Giovanni. Great prop, but I don't think quite on the Arlo Brown level. But again, you guys decide, not me, huh? Then Hannes Marais against Owen Franks, South African legend against a New Zealand legend to be. And that was a very tight one as well, 52% to 48% for Hannes Marais. I think if this is a New Zealand channel, it would have definitely been Franks, but most of us on this channel are South African. But I do think Hannes Marais is one of the best of all time, and he probably does deserve to go through. Then the next one was the legend Sid Miller against Nicholas the Bus Muss. And I was shocked, 73% to 27%. Clearly, a lot of the guys here don't appreciate history. But again, you guys choose. So Nicholas Muss goes through over Sid Miller. And then Tad Furlong against Jean-Pierre Garou. Jean-Pierre Garou, an absolute beast, prop from France from the past. Tad Furlong, a modern giant of the game. And this was hectic, 91% to 9%. I mean, yeah, I didn't see that coming. But look, Furlong is fantastic. I'm not going to argue against this one. I just argue against the margin. 91% to 9%, that's quite hectic. Anyway, guys, so these are the tight heads that are going through to round two. So you've got Hannes Marais from South Africa, Martin Castro Giovanni from Italy, Nicholas Muss from France, Carl Heyman from New Zealand, Vieux Pianel from Scotland by way of South Africa, Jason Leonard from England, Wilson Winneray from New Zealand, and Tad Furlong from Ireland. So these are the guys that are put into a draw, and they'll contest round two. So coming up, I have to apologize about Craven Week, guys. I've just been ultra busy. I do all my videos normally on a Sunday, and I just didn't have enough time to do the Craven Week videos. But what I'll do is I'm going to do a predicted South African schools team. So I'm going to try and release that as soon as possible, who I think will be the South African schools team. And then what I'll do is when Craven Week's over, I'll do a review of the tournament. There's also been a request on the Springbok Squad 2019 that someone asked me, and I'll give that a go as well and see what you guys have to say about that. And there's going to be a new format for Clash of the Titans. We're going to be moving on to loose head props, but a couple of people made a good point that I should be doing this like one video a week, and I think that helps a lot because generally what I'm doing now is I say I'll do every single video on a Sunday because that's like my one day where I'm free, and then I just schedule all the posts and then do the polls and wait for the emails to come through and all of that. I think if I just do it all in one day, it saves time and can let me do some other videos, give you guys a bit more quality over quantity, so to speak. And do you guys have any requests, like any type of video you'd like me to do, any topic that you'd like me to cover? Let me know. And this week as well, we're going to have our first ever video released about American football, what we plan on doing with the channel, and we talked about this a while ago. It's a guy named Lawrence. He's going to be joining. He's going to sort of be looking at the American football angle and what we can sort of do to get South African kids into American football, because we know the political situation here is up to shit. Let's be honest. It's very tough there for South African youngsters, and maybe it's a new avenue for them. So that's going to be quite interesting to explore that. And thanks for watching. I mean, your guys' continued support is always appreciated, and I really look forward to your thoughts. Really hoping that you guys can give me some interesting ideas and some videos to cover, and I hope you look forward to the new sort of American football angle we'll be taking into this channel as well, to just give you guys a bit more content. Let's see how it goes. Have a fantastic week further, gentlemen. Cheers, bye.